Hey there, and welcome to my channel, The Paper Bag Investor. Today I want to give an update on a company that I hold called Very Good Foods, a vegan meat and vegan food company out of Canada. So I'm going to give my update on them. There's been a lot of wild happening with the stock, and they also sent out a public investor relations email today with some information. So let's get into it. And before I go any further, I just want to make it absolutely clear, I'm not a personal financial advisor. Just a guy with a paper bag on his head who loves investing and thinking about the future. If you love investing, you love thinking about the future, I encourage you, hit that subscribe button down below. Follow along with my channel as it grows and become a better investor with me. I've been investing since about 2008 and have returned approximately 25% compound annual growth rate over that time, and I hope to continue to meet or exceed that growth rate in the years ahead. And I want to help you become a better investor and also do the same and do exceptionally well with your portfolio. So if that interests you, doing exceptionally well with your portfolio and long-term growth investing interests you as well, then I really encourage you, hit that subscribe button and join my channel. Okay, so Very Good Foods, and they sent out an update email today, so I'm going to go through some of the highlights from that email. They have their main facility, really their only production facility right now is in Victoria, BC, Canada. And they said it's now reached 20,000 pounds per week of average production, up 82% in capacity increase since October 2020. So just in the last few months, they've almost doubled production, 82% higher production. And I've had a few different numbers in previous videos I've done on Very Good Foods. If they retailed at $16 a pound, which is a retail kind of direct-to-consumer number that I've seen, then that represents about $16.5 million in annualized sales. And if it's about $8.50 retail, or maybe that should actually say wholesale, that's more the wholesale kind of value that they've given per pound, then that represents that about $8.8 million in annualized sales. So really, really good. Amazing to see that huge increase of 82% in that short time. And they've also doubled the orders from 900 online orders per week. These are online orders in September to 1,800 orders per week. Actually, I think these are orders being fulfilled in December. So just again, in a few months' time, 900 to 1,800 a week by using a 3PL partner. That basically means they've partnered with logistical companies that are helping fulfill their whole order system. So they just give the package to this logistics company. The logistics company handles actually shipping out the packages, would probably handle returns of packages or things that people send back. So handling a lot of these detailed logistics that are important for online sales. So really important because I know they struggled with some customer satisfaction, just being able to meet the demand for orders and in a timely manner, especially when you're talking about food. So that's really, really awesome to see that they've kind of made those correct partnerships and are scaling that way. Another update from the email is that their wholesale partnerships with Sobeys and their families of stores are increasing, so that's great to see as well. And then this is an exciting part of the update. What they call their Rupert Facility which is their Vancouver production facility, they're expecting that to come online or begin to come online in the first quarter of 2020. So this first quarter here. And this facility is going to completely dwarf anything that was done in the Victoria facility. They're doing 20,000 pounds a week. But the Rupert facility is expected to has a potential of doing 37 million pounds of product per year. So completely dwarfing, again, the Victoria facility. And if you do the wholesale math on that, all that product is sold wholesale, then that represents about 314 million in sales. So really, really exciting to see that facility is still expected to come online this quarter. They're also planning, I don't have this, it's not mentioned in their email from today, but they're also planning a facility in California that will actually do more capacity than this Rupert one as well. But that will come a little bit later after this Vancouver Rupert, or the Rupert facility as they're calling it. And really from this email and what I'm seeing here, I'm most impressed by just the execution, production, and the delivery logistics at the facility, at the Victoria facility. Again, they struggled with some of those logistical things as they scaled from really a tiny little farmer's market company to something that's doing 5 million, 8 million in sales a year. And to see that rapid increase in the last few months, and those sort of right partnerships must be in place, is really encouraging. Also, I'm really impressed by just the aggressive approach to ramp up sales and to find the correct wholesale partners. I know in other email updates they sent, they had lists of wholesale partners that really want to be partnered with them. So we'll see how that shapes out in future months. But the fact that they are forming those partnerships or choosing the right ones they feel are right, with Sobeys, for example, in this email, again, is very exciting. And the stock has been on a wild ride. If you've been a shareholder with this stock, it's been on an absolute tear up and down. I'm going to bring up the stock here. In the last few months, it rose up to about $9 a share. Now we're back down to about $6 or $7 a share range. So just some wild swings have been occurring. And really the potential upside I see with a company like this is that if they can scale into the hundreds of millions of dollars in sales, I think it's very likely that there'll be a multi-billion dollar market cap. Currently, they're at about a $610 million market cap. So obviously, there's huge upside. Could 5x, could 10x even, potentially, if they're doing hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. And people are loving the product. They keep growing. I think the market could see even more potential ahead of that and could give them that kind of valuation. The risks I see, though, obviously, there are some major risks, though, with a company like this. Execution risks. They're still only doing the sort of 5 to 10 million in sales a year currently at their sort of run rate. And though I'm impressed with, their smaller scale execution from Victoria, I'm impressed with that, but they're still trying to go from 5 to 10 million a year to like 300 million a year. And when you're talking about that California facility, that could be actually closer to a full scale production, and everything was selling, could be doing close to $1 billion kind of in sales, that kind of range. So huge execution risk still ahead of them, that they just actually achieve that kind of massive ramp in production and achieve it successfully and have the products still be excellent every single time to every single consumer. It's very difficult to do. Definitely possible, but very difficult. And the other big risk I can see is that if the product does not sell at scale. I did a whole nother video on where I looked at as many reviews as I could find on the products, and overall very excellent reviews. Some reviews that were negative mostly had to do with logistical issues, and I think they're solving some of those issues. But there's still a big question mark when you're going from 5-10 million in sales to hundreds of millions in sales. Is the market really going to like it? Is there enough demand for people to actually want this product or not at a much larger scale? It's really hard to predict that for sure. I think there probably is, because I think meat capacity globally is going to keep increasing. Environmental concerns are going to keep increasing, and if you can have vegan meats that have a smaller CO2 footprint, the demand for that I think is going to increase. And these kind of niche markets, something like a vegan meat, I think just overall demand for these kind of niche product lines is going to be increasing. So I think it potentially could be there, but we still will see. And going back to the chart for this, I think that's kind of why you see these wild swings. It's because the market isn't quite sure how to price really the amount of risk and reward in a company like this. I still am owning my shares. I'm still holding on to them because I think the risk-reward ratio is still good, that this could pan out very well. It's not a huge position for me because I just don't have the pure confidence to know that, hey, I'm going to just concentrate my investments in this. If it somehow turned that I could see, yeah, they're going to execute well, and yeah, people just love these products. They're better than other products that are out there in the same kind of niche. Then I would invest more heavily in this company. But it's hard to know that at this point still for myself for sure. If you like this video, I want to remind you they also have a bunch of other videos on Very Good Foods. I talk about some of their production ramps they've done. I also had a video where I looked at some of their product reviews on Google and Facebook. That was this one right here. And one of the first videos I did right here is where I actually visited their Victoria facility, and I talked about that some and also tested some of their products out as well. So let me know what you guys think of this company. Are you still excited for it? Do you own shares in it? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, smash the like button. Helps the algorithm, helps me grow my channel. If you enjoyed this, you got value out of it, also hit that subscribe button down below. Follow along, become a better investor, and do better with your investments as my channel grows. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video.